turning this down. I think I may have figured out a way to make my computer run better. That's right. Better. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Hi, I'm Bill, and this is Chess with Bill. It's been like a week. Maybe not a full week. Since I last streamed. What are we going to do tonight? Tonight, I'm going to break down and do a little bit of learning. I know, I hate learning. We're going to learn the Caro Kann. God! We're going to learn the Caro Kann. Why, you ask? Because several subscribers have been like, why do you play the Sicilian? Why don't you play the Caro Kann? And I'm like, cuz, dude, I play the Sicilian. That's why. I might lose, but I play the Sicilian. And then on the Discord, by the way, there's a Discord if you want to join it. Links, description, there you go. We're like, no, seriously, you should play the Caro Kann. And then I talked to my brother, and he's like, you should play the Caro Kann. Oh, fine. Fine. I'll learn the freaking Caro Kann. I'm sure it's awesome. I played it like once. E4, C6. That's it. It's easy. Done, right? Probably not. The Caro Kann defense. So the question here is, when I'm doing the lesson, do we want to listen to the bad narration? Am I even able to do that? I'm going to bring you along. It's probably going to get me like kicked off chess.com. They're like, you can't do that. You can't stream our delicious content people have to pay for. Well, you know what? Maybe that's a bad thing to do. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. Okay. Couple things before we start. First, thank you to the Patreon peoples, James Johnston, Ember Ellaria, and Natalia Cline. Thank you guys very much for doing the Patreon. In the event you want to join the Patreon, guess where it is? It's in the description. A while ago, I decided I was not going to talk about the YouTube thing, or even the Twitch thing. Technically, I'm on Twitch right now as well. I'm using Restream.io, by the way. Shout out to them. In the event you're a Twitch person. But my main deal is YouTube. And you know what YouTube runs off of? You know what every channel wants? I made sort of a pact with myself to not do the dumb... I'm just saying. It's there. I don't like it. All right, so this is a gray game. Hey, it's back. Interesting. So it's giving us a notable game, I'm assuming using the Caro Kann, with Karpov, who is puffy. And apparently white won. Doesn't seem like a great game to show. Whatever. Anand, I've seen him before. All these guys, they're like 7 feet tall. Probably not. Larry Law. He won with the Caro Kann. Mr. McSpeedy loves the Caro Kann. Fine. Let's see what it is. So, you play it with E4. I think you can play it with D4 as well. Right? So what is that? C6? Yep. And that's it. It's pretty easy. That's all you got to do the Caro Kann. Surely there's more to this. All right, the Caro Kann defense is known above all for its solidity. That means it's solid. The defining move, C6, also being the first move, is the fourth most popular reply to E4. The first being and nearly twice as common as the number 5 move. That's kind of confusing. It prepares for D5. Right, as in it wants to push D5, without blocking in the light squared bishop. So the whole point is to open up the light squared bishop. Fair enough. I'm assuming, what is it? Black has a problem opening up the light squared bishop. So this avoids that, which is considered the main drawback of its cousin, the French. It's the French though, man. So the French would be e4 and e6. Asa. I don't ever play e6. I don't play the French. Why? Listen, I like the French. Je t'aime les Français. I want to fianchetto the dark squared bishop always, and e6 prevents that in the beginning, from what I understand, which may not be a lot. A standby for positional players at almost every level. Almost, not my level. The Caro Kann was a particular favorite of the world champion, Anatoly Karpov. Is Karpov dead or something? Is that what it says it was? Has he retired? Let's find out really quick. Anatoly Karpov. Yeah, he might be an older guy. Definitely an older dude. I don't think he's dead. Grandmaster, Soviet. No, he's still around. He's still around. I wonder if he's retired. He was a young master in the 60s. Yeah. Apparently he played Fischer, who did not play Fischer, who was Soviet. This dude's hair was awesome. So apparently he retired. Huh. And then became a politician. Wild. Karpov's classical tournament play has been seriously limited since '97. And he's more involved with Russian politics. Interesting. Okay, well, there's a little history lesson for you, in the event that you care to know it. So, he loved the Caro Kann. Let's find out the pros. Here's the question. Does this actually show you this window? I don't actually know if it does or not. We're going to find out really fast. I think it does. It does. Hell yeah. Okay. It didn't tell me the pros. The fuck? Oh, maybe it's just down. Okay, so that's an anchor. It just pops you down here. Well, never mind then. I guess I'll just go down here. The pros: sound pawn structure, free light squared bishop, safe and solid. Safe. I don't like that. Less space for black. Right, because you're just opening up with, what is that? C6? Is it C6? That's C6. Slower development. Fine. There are many different responses for white. I would love to know any of them. Let's find out what they are. Interesting. I wonder why it's not playing the little sound. That's annoying. What the sound, man? Let me close that. All right. Right. So C6. You can just gain space with D4, and that's all it's going to show me. Caro Kann is somewhat complicated opening with several respected variations. On white's second move, D4 is by far the most common. The main exception to know is the two knights defense, which it's not going to show me. Why? Why don't you show me that? Oh, these are the variations. Interesting. So you can go D3. You can do a kind of Englishy type thing. Just whip out that knight. Just whip it out. Or the other knight. So white can do whatever the hell they want. Okay. Looks like white could probably open up with D4 and then E4. But maybe not. Maybe not, because if white did D4 and you did the Caro Kann, no, they could do E4. I guess the attack could come with knight F6, but I don't know. Okay, so let me look at these. Main exception to know is the two knights variation, which would be e4 e6, sorry, e4 c6, knight f3. So I can't. Hey, holy shit! It lets me do it right there. Can I actually move the piece? Hold on. What's Nope, won't let me do it. Great. Lets me draw though. Knight f3. I throw down d5, Caro Kann, and knight c3. So this is the two knights defense. Somewhat complicated. Respected white's second move, d4. The main exception to know is the two knights defense. Exception to what? That's the question. Does look like white has a lot more development. And white's third move is where the Caro really branches out. White has no fewer than 5 popular classics choices here. Dear God. Okay. Caro Kann. Right. So that goes knight c3 instead of the f. I'm going to take that pawn, take it back. The light squared bishop comes out. Now, I'm not going to say I don't understand this move, but I kind of don't. Excuse me while I drink this soda water. Now, you might want to know, am I going to play tonight? Yes, I'm going to play. I'm going to play. Tapo Chico. But first, I want to do a little studying. Okay. All right. No one's watching anyway, right? I think we have Catch Yemen, who's in school right now. So... Classical variation. I believe the classical variation, well, is a variation, right? It is variation. Not exactly sure why they call it the classical. This is a lot of openings. Like, this is the classical variation, which I mistook for a while as this is like the classical way to set up. I don't think so. I think it's actually like, oh, no, we're going to deviate. Hence the name classical variation. It's a little confusing for me. Maybe I overthink. Okay. Knight c3. Kaboom. Is white's most common choice by a narrow margin over e5. Right, so e5 would just be like, screw you. Black almost always captures with this guy. So that's the next move. Excuse me. It's like 2 a.m. With white making the obvious reply. Obviously you take the pawn. Of course. White can also reach these lines with other ways. Who gives a fuck? From here, the game can go in several respective directions, but bishop f5 is the most popular. And this, my dears, is the classical variation. Samrata, what's up, man? I'm doing some Caro Kann research before playing. We're looking at the classical variation at present. And I'm reading through this. Hopefully chess.com doesn't get mad at me for doing this. But I actually don't know if this is readily available information. Are you a member of chess.com? If you're not, let me know if you can access the lessons. If you are, then good. Keep doing that. Okay. I will play, I'm going to do some research first. Where can the game go, O guru of chess, chess.com? From here, the game can go in several respected directions, but bishop f5 is the most popular, is the classical variation. Black very reasonably. Why do they always add these adverbs? You don't need the very. Black very reasonably develops the light squared bishop, meaning they have moved the light squared bishop. Also, we use these terminologies. We use these terms. They're confusing to me because I'm like, to develop the bishop, I would assume that means to a square that is beneficial. But actually, developing a piece just means you move it. Bro, you yourself gifted me a membership about 2 weeks ago. Oh, fuck. Samrata, I have to admit, most of the time that I'm on this, I'm drunk. So, I tend to forget. It's also really early in the morning, but indeed, I did. It was during the tournament. Have you made use of the gold membership? Has it been a good use? As in, have you found value in it? Also, for the chat, for the future, I am not drunk tonight. I have taken a step away from alcohol. I have confounded the Kentucky gods of whiskey and bourbon and said, nay, not for a while, y'all. The reason being, this past weekend was my birthday. And let's just say I needed to take a little bit of a break. So, we're taking a break from the alcohol. Great. Instead, I'm drinking Topo Chico, and it is the bomb. It's delicious. If you like soda water, it's delicious. Okay. Why is this a good move? I mean, it's attacking the knight. Okay. I guess there's not really any other place to put the light squared bishop. Here blocks the e-pawn. Here blocks the queen. And removes the square for the knight. Here it gets taken. Here it gets taken. So I guess it's kind of the only good spot for the bishop. And the whole point of doing the Caro Kann is to do this move, I suppose. Or to free up the light squared bishop. So yeah, I guess that's the only square. So yeah, the gift, that gift by You Helped Me a lot improving your game. Really good. You solved a lot of puzzles and see your 1600. Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Samrata. Good. I'm glad that actually was beneficial for you. I should do some puzzles too. Ugh, I've been lazy about puzzles. I've been lazy about them. But I've been focusing on some other stuff. All right. The bishop has come out. Which is why the move e6 has been avoided to the point in the first place. Right. So they haven't done e6 because they want to move the light squared bishop. White can and often does chase the bishop, but this weakens the king side. So I'm assuming the chase is, but it doesn't show me, of course. Like here, you could chase it. How else can you attack? You could attack there, I suppose. I mean, you could attack this way. You come this way for no goddamn reason. Okay. The Karpov variation. Look at this guy. Look at that. Look at that sexy Soviet. All right. Karpov variation is knight d4, d7. Sorry, knight d7. On the fourth move. So blah blah blah. Knight d7. Nani? Is he talking about black? It is. Here. Knight d7. There. Although that may not be with this classical variation. It's named, no surprise, after Anatoly Karpov. Black prepares to develop the other knight to f6, but without having to recapture the pawn. I have a feeling that this is set up differently. So knight comes here. Nani? It is named, okay. Black prepares to develop the other knight to f6. Right. So he puts his knight here so that it's guarding this knight when this happens, so it just is taken. Is that what's going on? And then he can like push his merp here. I don't know, maybe here. Huh. So the Karpov variation is actually to block in the light squared bishop. Interesting. That said, this move isn't absolutely necessary, and white is under no obligation to take on f6. In fact, after knight f3, knight f6, white often plays knight g3 here, so just moving back instead of taking. And Scar's far better off with it. So actually retreating the knight, it says, is better statistically. In part because the bishop remains boxed in on c8 just by the knight merp. So the idea is with the Karpov variation, he drops the knight here, which blocks the bishop. So whatever happens, knight comes out. If they take and you take this way, now you've opened up the bishop again. Fine. This is riveting information. Ugh. I'm going to poo-poo on all this. And you know what's going to happen? It's going to happen immediately when I play. Should probably just play one, but let me go through this one last thing. All right. Knight d7. Oh my god. It's not going to let me do that. Almost as common as knight d7, so knight to here. Can you see my... Yeah, you can. Is the immediate knight to f6, even though it results in doubled pawns. So if I go knight f6, let me come up here. Hi, Karpov. Okay, so instead of... Motherfucker, really? Instead of coming out this way, immediately pop this way. Hey, this is taken. And then pawns are doubled somehow. Yeah. The knight f6 variations. White can play knight g3, but taking, as it's shown here, is the most popular and most challenging move. So you can capture toward the center. Or away. I've always been told, in general, attack towards the center. The former, God, whoever wrote this. So attacking towards the center is a more dynamic choice in exchange for a shattered pawn structure. The latter, which means attacking away from the center, while obviously also resulting in double pawns, is still more solid and less compromised. Interesting, really? So attacking towards the center is actually more dynamic versus attacking away from the center is more solid. Okay, it doesn't tell me why. All right, and that's all we're going to do for that because I'm a little bored. Let's play a game. What you've all been waiting for. A game I guess it's my turn, and I can't play the Caro Kann. What is this? Is it Israel? Cheval B85. Likely born 1985. Throwing down the King's English variaciones. I'm not sure what is going on with their picture. Then again, do I have room to talk? Here was all of that lovely information. I forget how to play chess. Swing. People that are like 1500 and up are like, oh my God, these are inaccuracies. And I'm like, okay, I believe you. I'd made like, I think it was 2 or 3 moves. And one of my subscribers was like, you've already made an inaccuracy. And I was like, all right, so I've seen this before. I don't know if this is the best move. I don't know if any of them are best moves. I'm going to go here. Because, see, I haven't moved the D pawn yet, right? So I'm not pinned yet. Okay, so he castles. I can also, actually, if he pushes here, I'm not thinking, am I? I think that would have been a better move, right? Maybe not. Yeah, I think this is actually a bad move, because then he can come here, and I've got to move the knight. Whoops. All right, well, let me do a thing. Here to take. I can push this guy out, and this happens. Doubling the pawns. Still have this as a problem. So it either goes here or here. Coming here, I can pop back here. I think I can just get chased. I think I have this, that, back here. Okay, so I will castle. I need to just remember things. Remember stuff. Things. Right, so it attacks the pawn. I think I take. Queen does not get involved. This guy gets involved. I could push here. Just push him back. He might take. What does that do? Here, takes, boom, lose the pawn. Right, so I'll take. Chess with Bill and bad tactics. So coming here, he takes. I can take to the center, like so, right? He could also take with the knight. I wouldn't want to do that, right? Okay, so I'll take that way, which is my idea, right? Right, so he attacks again. Getting some dark squares, which is nice, I think. And he's blocking or guarding this guy. He's also blocked his queen. I could probably push. This takes. Okay, I think I can push here. Maybe this happens. This guy's now open, so that can happen. He develops the light squared bishop. I'm thinking pushing there is the move. Right, so he's coming down this way. The knight comes here, or it moves back. Unless I'm just not seeing something. I can also take, but I don't really want to take. And this pawn being there is actually guarding that square too. Okay, so he attacks. I was thinking that. I guess he's guarding this. But I do have a double attack there. Maybe he pulls this guy over. I take, he takes, I take, and then he kind of loses a pawn, or he has to guard this somehow. And I do have that, I think. Is there a better move here? Could attack the queen. I don't think that works. All right, so I'm going to take there. Yeah. And I'll come that way. So it probably comes here or something. Or yeah. Okay, he comes that way. Am I missing something? Right. These are good now for present. For present. Huh. There's this. It blocks off my light squared bishop. Probably should just pull him back. It does develop the bishop. I'm sorry, not the bishop. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't really like the idea of any of this. Give me a moment. Positional chess. In typical me fashion, I am losing on time. Dude, Topo Chico's the bomb. Topo Chico, man. I'm sponsoring myself tonight. I am not being sponsored by Topo Chico. I just love him. Buck Mud with checking, dude. Your white bishop is keeping his pawn in place right now. That's right, dude. I am the defender. Defender? I'm the big daddy of pawns. What am I doing? Yes, the means something. You can remember. The queen cannot line up with the rook on b2. Yeah, that's bad. Right, so he's attacking this pawn, right? So yeah, I dig. I don't have much time. I could go this way. That doesn't seem to be a great move, though. How can I defend this pawn? Got 3 minutes. This doesn't seem like a great move. I think he's got this. Do your thing, man. The losing thing. So after that, what do I do? I've got this. Oh, he just attacks there. Interesting. I can take, he's got this. He could just take this bishop. Yeah, these guys need help. Okay, so takes 2 minutes. Hold on. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I still think B2 is a bad thing for me. Right, so he moves away. And I have no time. As per usual. As per usual. This loses the bishop. This just closes his bishop off, but it blocks this. I need to make a move. I need to make a move. Okay. I can't think for days and days and days. As is what I want to do. It's why I like correspondence chess more. You can actually sit there and really think it out. And on these 10-minute games, man, my brain just doesn't move that fast. Samrata. Buck Mud, you have no problem, man. I don't look at the chat much while I am actually in a game, just so I don't, get answers, basically. Right, what am I doing? He's attacking down there, so he's just going for the win. This takes, right? I think I can take. Hold on. Then he comes down here. I take. He takes here. I can take there. I think it's okay. Anyway, you don't have to be quiet is my point. Samrata taught me the word luft. To luft. To blave. Uh-oh. So I have a problem when he comes down here and then I move this rook away. Right? But not really, because I don't have to take the rook, and I could just take here, canceling this problem out, I think. Also, if he moves the rook, okay, he can just do that. It's a little better for me. Let's see. I got a minute, y'all. Where can my fucking queen go? Da, da, da. Either here or here. Let's move here, since I have 59 seconds. He's probably going to trap my queen. I was wondering when that move was going to happen. Let's move here. Yep. I'll take you. He'll check me. Okay, he's going to do that. I got 44 Shumption. What happens here? Takes, and I'm in trouble, right? Well. Well. Dum 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 dum. All right. All right. $17 is not enough. Here, take, check. Not much time, y'all. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh well. Oh well. When you SQC was shaking, man. You just dumped a pawn. Yeah. That's not all I dumped. I say Queen E3. Yeah. When you have no time, you should really play the first move you see. Yeah. You're probably right. So, let's see. I think move 4, 3 or 4 is my first mistake. I had 3 blunders. Fuck. Jesus. Oh, really? So, okay, I was thinking that this was a move. I was thinking that my move here was problematic with that. Apparently not. Man, it's thinking about it. SQC was shaking. Better left. I know, I need a lot more left. It says this is an inaccuracy. So he played perfectly here. Because that was his next move. It's good to get the knight off at starting square and into the action. See? Hey, we played the game exactly perfectly, according to this. So what the hell did I do so wrong? Oh, that whole middle game thing. I played like an 800. He played like a 700. God damn. Damn. Although he only had 1 blunder. He had 3 misses. So he could have just won. Alright. Basically, we were pretty even. I made 2 big blunders. Lost the game. Probably losing the pawns. I had a pretty good advantage. And then shat the bed. As they say. This is a mistake. I take it. Great. That's a mistake. I could have revealed an attack on the knight. Ergo, maybe moving my knight? No, that would be stupid. I could take there. He takes back. But then he loses the knight. I didn't really see that. Because I've got 2 attackers. He could take, but then I've got this, right? Let's see. Ooh, doggy. Oh, you guys can't hear the moves. I'm sorry. goes. That's my bad. I thought you could hear the moves. Alright. It's coming all the way back. So that's what I should have done, was saw that tactic, but I didn't. All this is fine. The beginning of the game is pretty good. Never mind. This isn't a mistake, but there was something better for me. You play like a 2550, says the engine. Well, I mean, SQC, you are quite good. Then again, none of these ratings on here fucking matter. So I thought this was a pretty good move. It says it's an inaccuracy. I had a couple ideas. I can put pressure on the bishop by moving the knight. But then the knight's just kind of off the board, right? I could just take. And let's see, if I take here, he could take back. I take, so we're equal. He takes back. Right? I get a pawn. He gets the pawn. I get the knight. He gets the knight back. I could queen trade, but that doesn't seem like a great move. Maybe it's coming here. I don't know. That doesn't seem great. You say rook e1. Just to bolster this this push. Or e3. So either defending the pawn. I didn't want to play e3 because I was thinking that this might become an option, but I guess I should be thinking queenside attack. Let's look at e1. Rook e1. See what it thinks of that. It says it's good. Let's look at this one. I think it wants a more active move. Yeah, I figured it wanted something more active. I mean, just thinking about the engine. I don't think this is such a great move. It's probably like the perfect move. This might be a queen b3 time. I don't know. The queen just gets attacked, doesn't she? With knight a5. And then it also puts the knight on a pretty good square. Say knight h4 is pretty good. Think so? Let's find out. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. So it actually does like this. Wins time by threatening a bishop and forcing it to move away. So, yeah, thinking on time is clearly not my strong suit. It says that that's excellent. I think it wants me to take the fucking pawn. Let's find out. I knew it. It's always a tactic. It always wants the tactic. Let's see the equal trade. Oh. So don't take back with the knight. Pretty active bishops. Okay. So I'm developed pretty much. He doesn't have his light squared bishop out. And takes. Boom. Say the bishop is open and threatens the bishop. High depth engine would think otherwise. Yeah, I don't know what my engine's on. It's like 14 or something. What is details? How do you find out what your engine is on? Depth is 14. Yeah. maximum depth. Unlimited. Now. Number of lines 3. Oh, I see. You have to go to diamond to do that. Whatever. Whatever, man. Queen b3, then rook d1. Let's come back to the review. What was it? What did it want me to do? And then I did this. You say queen b3. And then rook d1. Well, queen b3, though, doesn't it run into this? Isn't that a problem? Oh, after all the trades. Oh. I see. So after the takes, and then what does he do? Shit, I forget. Is it this way? I think it's taking that way. And then this, I think he pushes back. Let me just ask the fucking deal. I can't remember. Let me ask Engine God. Hold on. Motherfucker. Just a second. Wait. God, son of a bitch. Alright, you fucking engine. Alright, boom. Let's see what happens. Oh, so you move back to your home square. That's so unfortunate. Nobody ever wants that shit. And so you say here, you would want queen to come out. Although, I mean, it seems like this would happen, right? Bro, this chess engine is trash. Once I played a match in which I played 4 or 5 brilliant moves, the engine said those were blunders. Yeah, it definitely doesn't have human emotions, that's for sure. Because there's definitely moments where you're like, you know, you want to play the en passant. All right. Let's continue with this and find out. So that's a blunder, and I missed it. There's a better way to win the pawn. What's the better way to win the pawn? Here? Shop? Is this it? Show me the better way. I'm overlooking a better way to win the pawn. Wait, what? I am the confused. So what's the better move? Just tell me the move. Okay, so it just wants me to move the fucking knight out of the way. Whenever you're like grabbing for something, do you ever just give it the spear hand, like the kung fu spear hand of destiny, and knock it the fuck over? This is usually a glass of water next to your electronic equipment. Just knight h4. I guess so. I was thinking that wasn't such a great move. But I guess that's the move. I mean, my brain goes, oh no, this will happen. But then, oh no, I'll take the bishop. Huh. I'm missing stuff. Okay, so all this happens. I take there. I did see this. It's why I did exactly what I did. It has a better move. Which I couldn't tell you what it is. Maybe, you know, I can't take here. Maybe attacking the bishop. Or perhaps rook e1 to prep that. Attacking the bishop makes him move the bishop. Let's go there first. No. It's an inaccuracy. So it wants to develop this bishop. Really? This opens up the king. This does defend this pawn, but it runs into that. This blocks the queen, although maybe that's not such a bad thing. And there's up here too, but doesn't that do exactly what I just said? Bill, to properly knock stuff off a table in public, you have to gesticulate with your hands while talking. I recommend the outside block. Oh, yeah! Plus inverted spear hand. To get maximum breakage. So you're talking about the plah! Do you have to chamber, though? Like with the fist, like, huh! Or do you just, sa? Sa? You want to block the face? Like, you know? Or, huh! Say develop bishop to b2. See what happens. No! You're making Minecraft sounds? These are Minecraft sounds. Fair enough. I learned that in Kung Fu, dude. Kung Fu? Whoa, Bill sounds just like Steve. How does everyone know Minecraft? Really? Truth, I have never played Minecraft. I've seen Minecraft played. My nephews, like, destroy some Minecraft. Or they, Minecraft. It's not Minecraft. It's Minecraft. Okay, so it doesn't like bishop c or b2. I was thinking this is bad because this would happen. Right? And then I can't do this because this would happen. That's where my brain was. My brain was there. I didn't like that. I guess the queen could come up. It wants bishop e3. Seems to me that protects the f2 pawn. Gets the bishops chambered. Okay. But it blocks the e pawn. You say e3 first, then bishop b2. Oh, e3 and then bishop b2. I see. I don't think it likes it too much. But, whatever. f6. Right, attack at the pawn, and then bishop b2. Still think you run into this. Yeah, queen a to b8. Because, you know, b1 is so weak. Maybe the best move. I don't know. I would want to do something like this to get this bishop off my ass. I mean, I would also be worried about this eventually. Like here, protecting that square, this kind of thing to get down on the queen. I don't know. Okay, we'll continue this review. I took here. I thought it was obvious. It apparently wasn't obvious. Could have threatened the rook. How could he have threatened the rook? Could have threatened my rook? My rook? Threatening my rook? Like this? Fuck. Yeah, actually, that'd be a sexy move. Ah, so that's why this is just a good move. Because it allows that. Whoops. Is that a Minecraft sound? Whoops. Yeah, I can see that being an ass. An ass and a bitch to boot. So moving the bishop back loses it, or perhaps here. I would probably do rook e1. Okay. Fair enough. It wants that. It doesn't like the queen going out. It's old school. Misogynistic chess. You guys are not going to get that joke. It's okay. And we just play like ass, both of us. We're like, just, we're not really doing much. There's no good moves. This is all bad. I missed an opportunity to eventually win a pawn. To eventually win a pawn? See, I thought this would be the move. I want to make sure that I'm right on that. Let's find out. I think this is the best move ever. Am I right? I'm fucking right. At least by this engine. Because then I was like, shit, what do I do with the bishop? I don't know what the bishop does. Let's see. You say that bishop e3 is nonsense. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. Madov, what's up, man? What's shaking, dude? It's been a minute. Bishop e3 if rook b6. Okay, so just get the... Then again, I lose the pawn on e3, right? Although he loses this pawn too. Right, so if that happens, you're saying move here. I mean, I would be tempted to do something like this. Queen d4 to protect it all. I guess you still lose the bishop, though. Oh, that is. Yeah, nice. Well done, SQC. No, you got it. You got it. I dig that. I mean, it's definitely more active. It's going after this pawn, too. So it's attacking something. It's protecting something. This happens. There's probably a follow-up. I don't see it, but the bishop is at least doing something. I can understand that much, and it's taking up more squares. It's protected this way. There could be a trade, and then you have this coming, and a lot angling down here. Yeah. Tactics are not my, whatever you're too lazy to explain. Fair enough. Then I'll let the engine explain. So this is what it says to do. And then it says d4, so attack the queen. Queen has to move. Right? Well, now it says queen b5. Attacking the rook. Really? Now that is a move that I don't quite understand. Queen b5. It attacks the rook, but it still gives up the pawn. I mean, it doesn't immediately give up the pawn. I guess the idea is you can't attack the queen readily. Right? So you can't do this because the queen could just take it. You can't come down here because the queen could just take it. All right. Yeah. And it seems like the only safe place for the knight, for the rook would be there, unless he does something just totally different. And it is c2. Okay. Boom, and then boom is what it's saying. And it's still really equal. Whole bunch of active pieces. This type stuff is clearly I'm not that great at. You feel like SQC is an undercover grandmaster? He's really good, man. He's really solid. That's one of the things I was saying about this channel. Even though I don't have that many subscribers, the ones that I do, several people on the chat are solid, man. Really, really, really solid players. I've learned a lot from these people. People. Okay. The rest of this game is pretty shit. I'm not gonna lie, I played like hell. As you can see, we both played like hell. Eventually we make some good moves. Interesting. So I saw going queen to the center. I came over here thinking that it would be good to have the queen on this square here to protect that. But it wants me to come here. Diagonals, man. So if he moves this guy at all, this is going to happen. No, that's not really the reason for that, is it? Maybe to just control light squares. Because they're not being controlled right now. This is a blunder. I figured that was a bad move when I made it. Oh shit. It wants me to move this bad boy all the way back. Protects the bishop. I mean, it threatens a check, but just sort of reconvenes. What the fuck? My computer is acting up, y'all. It's probably on its way out, to be completely honest with you. Let me close this down. Actually, I think I can... Well, I'll do that in a second. Okay. Sorry, I'm like doing 14 things at the same time. Okay. Oh, I know what it is. My charger is going out. I actually bought a new charger, and this one is going out. Interesting. So he actually should just have checked me, which I thought he was going to do. I thought that was an okay move. I was wrong. He can just check me that way. I thought I was protecting myself with the screen. Yeah, I wasn't. This would have been much better. Get the queen involved so she can defend the king. Hey, not a novel idea. Why does it say that's a miss? Is it just a miss to... You missed an opportunity to offer an equal trade of pieces. It's a lot of moves. Yeah. Well, if you saw all of that, you're better than me. That's 10 moves deep, and I did not see it. Okay. So, all this. I can understand this being a bad move. I can see this just being... You know, I'm like wishful thinking that he's going to move that rook. And I'll be like, haha, checkmate. That's not going to work. Yeah, I can see this. I can understand it, at least. Okay, so he checks. Interesting. Should have popped up here. Oh! Because I have this going on. Shit. Right? Blunder. And he made a miss. So this is a blunder like I'm going to lose the game blunder. Rook 8? Does this say rook 8? B6. Ah. 8 to B6. Oh, right. Yeah, that doesn't look so great. Blocks the queen. In. She's got one spot. I mean, she can come here, I suppose. What happens here? Is that just death? So it did want this. Rook g6, check, right. Yeah, so I don't have enough time to do anything. Okay. Yeah. So that's the move. So I did, like, just lose this game straight up. My endgame sucks. That is the end of all things. It wants this. And I guess this doesn't work because I don't have time anymore. I mean, he comes down there, you know. Does 40 mean 40 moves until mate? Rook 8, d6 wins, yeah. Yeah. So there's some tactics with the double rooks and stuff. I don't know. I just thought this was a back and forth. It wants up. So I needed to see how these guys were working together to come over here. I didn't make this move because it just seemed like another check. Right? E5. Huh. So I can kind of... Well, it's getting closer. It wants me to come here. Okay. It was a little tricky. It was a little tricky because we're kind of doing this little dance of the queen checking and the king doing his thing. And if I make the wrong one, it allows that and then this. Do ladder and squish the king. 40 is when the computer knows there's a mate, but it's too low in depth. Okay. Right, so I just lost the game. I lost it on time, but really I just lost it. In the bad. Okay, fine. I'm going to add, what does add to library do? Positional game. Okay, well, add it to my positional game stuff because I need to really dig into this game and figure out why I screwed up so bad. Awesome. Great. All right, 3 in the morning. I'm going to use the bathroom really quick, as is my custom. What am I doing? Fine. And I'll be right back. We'll play one more, I think. So give me a couple minutes, y'all. Tin cup I'm banging, you girls and the bars against, calling you all both so skinny, dress you up 'cause you're so pretty. All right, close that down. I'll close it down. All right, so hello, I'm back. Let's play another game. Yes. You know, it's a difference between me and all the other chess YouTubers. I'm gonna go for the sorta Caro Kann. Kann! You have to have the hair movement. No? Nothing? It's the Caro Kann! No? Okay. I'm gonna go here. Now, this is the classical variation as indicated by, well, this thing. What I specifically did when the stream started was look up the Caro Kann. And I spent most of the time looking at the classical variation. Now I don't know what to do. This is as far as I got. I got nothing. Oh, wait, no. The Karpov was doing this first. I have zero idea what to do now. Don't tell me. You can tell me. I'm just not going to pay attention to it. Ricardo Montalban was a boss. Okay. So he protects this guy. What do I have? Developing moves. I could come out this way. He takes. This is apparently a more solid opening. We're going to do that. I think I probably could develop this knight. I'm just thinking principles. I don't actually know. I don't know. I think I've started to realize this about me and chess. When everybody plays the opening stuff and you're like, oh, I'm supposed to do this, and then, you do this, you might get the feeling of, oh, I'm not bad. But actually, maybe you're not playing too much chess. Okay, question. Do I take with the bishop? I think I take with the bishop. I could check him. Take with the bishop. What does he do then? He could pop this way. I'm going to take with the bishop. Ricardo Montalban. Right, so he takes that way. And I will take back this way is the idea, right? Right. What happens after I do that? He probably attacks me with something. Come after me, bro. Bro. Now, this pawn seems like a liability for him. But I kind of wonder if it is. I kind of wonder. How can I defend that knight? The knight could come back, but then he's sort of in the line of fire here. Come back this way. Right, so he attacks with the queen. Okay. Huh. I was thinking a check here. I don't think that actually works now that I'm looking at it. If I check here, probably does this move, right? I could take, of course. He takes back. I take his king can't castle. Okay. There's an idea there. There's this gnarly square if I could get my queen to it or something to it, but I can't. Also means the king can't castle, but I lose the knight. Can I defend the knight another way or attack the queen another way? Knight could just come back. So I don't want to do hairy trades, or do I want to come back with the knight? Knight comes back, where else does he go? I mean, it's sort of prepping for that. I don't know, but he's got quite a bit of activity. All right, I'm going to go over here. Wait, you could also do this. I have that. He's got this. This, let's say that. I would have this as well. I don't know though. It seems junky. Or I could just push the queen up. Same difference, right? Here he's got that. I can move, but I feel like this is just kind of a losing battle here. Maybe not. All right, we're gonna come here first. Hopefully I didn't just blunder my queen. If it were not for these cargo bay and my superior intellect, we would have died long ago. Anybody? Probably misquoted the shit out of that. Right, so he goes for it. I think he's going to fiend Caro. Who knows what he's going to do? Actually, he's coming after this, right? I could fiend Caro. Ooh. Or I could pull this guy up. This is a liability. Right? No. Excuse me. Zoom, 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 zoom. This bishop here doesn't actually ever want to move. Excuse me. All right, so I could come after the the pawn here. Don't really want to do that. What happens with that? I could still do the check. I don't think the check's a good move. Got 5 minutos. I'd like to develop this bishop if possible. I could fiend Caro. I've also got that. What happens here? Takes. Right? So let me do that one more time. Oof. Blop. Mer. Thaw. I'm not thinking. Sorry, guys. What happens after this? I think I lose stuff from that. Using up a lot of time, too. Okay, so I don't want to do this, pretty sure. I could come here. Oh, I could just move. The king can jump. Don't know if you knew that. Back in the day. Not true. I'm lying. Is he just prepping an attack on the queen? Is that what's going on? Did I just figure... Just don't worry about it. Don't pay me no mind. If he does, Okay, so I could still do this. I can attack that way. Ooh. Anything else I can do? Queen kind of has nowhere to go. We'll just do that. Check, as they say, in the wild. He blocks with the fucking night. La 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 la. Coming out this way. That, and I get took. It takes me so long to think. I feel like I have something here, but I don't know. This loses the knight. I think this, and then that's a problem. But you know what? We're going to do it anyway. Oh my god. Well, yeah, it's a bad move. Don't worry about it, y'all. Don't worry. It's the last game. It's the last game. Shh. Shh. It's a Ricky Gervais joke. It's Ricky Gervais. Yeah, it's not an equal trade. Whatever. Whatever. Does that work? I mean, it screws up this. Okay. Probably castles, right? No, he doesn't castle. Interesting. Pop this way. Could take. He has more active merp. But he's just up pieces. But I have so many delicious pawns. Yeah, that tactic was not a good one. That was a bad tactic. Thought I had something. Didn't. Castle? We're going to castle. Just get this guy to dodge. Pop him back over here. Hide, motherfuckers. There. Maybe something like this. No. That didn't work. I don't think this works either. Yeah, I think he can actually sack this and get some really nastiness going on. Man, what a shitty tactic of mine. Right. Okay, well, shit. We'll come here. I'm in a bad way. That was a bad move, too. Because he can trap a lot of stuff. Fuck. This doesn't work either. There's that, and then getting this guy out. I guess it kind of depends on what he does. Since his bishop isn't really good right now. I do have this because of this bishop. Or maybe even this attack. And his light squared bishop, he has to move back, maybe. This is maybe more active because it attacks both. He can come down, takes. It's not good for him. Okay. Right. We'll come there. So I want to take this way. Let's take that first. Oh, that was it's not terrible. So he's got to move his dude. Oh, really? Does he not have to move his dude? Maybe I just hit the wrong button. Okay, so he attacks probably. Maybe pushing out that way is good. I don't know, he's got this. Right. I need to make a move. Let's come here. 'Cause I gotta make moves. I'm assuming knight there. I don't want to pre-move because who knows what it'll do. Oh, shit. I didn't even see that. Fuck. Right, so he takes, I take, and it just all falls apart. I actually had to come out this way, wouldn't I? Yeah, I didn't see the bishop was lost. Is that a viewer? I'm not sure. Oh, wait. Fuck. Fuck me. I don't know what I just did. Oh, shit. Oh, well. Alright. Well, that's what you get for pre-moves. It's weird. It'll pre-move. I'll set a pre-move. And then I guess I hit a button or something. I didn't think I hit a button. But that happened 2 or 3 times this game. I would pre-move. And then it'd go boop. And I was like, oh, he moved. Because it would undo the pre-move. And I was like, what? Oh, it undid it. But then I look and I'm like, wait, it didn't undo it. So what just happened was I pre-moved. And then it undid it. And I was like, oh, he must have moved. So then I made a move and was like, wait, how did I? And then he obviously just took the fucking knight or whatever the fuck it was. Whatever. Anger should not be in this game. Especially when you're losing already. All right. SQC, go to hell. Your pre-moves are terrible. Okay. You're right. All right, I think that's it for tonight, guys. I think that's it. Where is this person? Poland? Ah, Poland kicked my ass. Poland, France, I always kick my ass. Just happens. Happens every time. You're sorry you can't help yourself. Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. No. Don't worry about. You're right. My pre-moves are terrible. Sometimes I shine like the sun, but usually it's bad. I probably shouldn't pre-move. Thing is, I had like 5 seconds, and I was like, well, maybe I can get somewhere, and I fucking didn't get it. Doesn't matter. Anyway, you're good, man. I know you're just kidding. Y'all want a game? Dude, I've got to go to bed. Normally, in the past, I should say. In the past, I'd be like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Woo! And then it'd be like 5 a.m. for me. This has got to be my last game. Excuse me. I'll likely be on tomorrow. That's the plan. So if you are on tomorrow, SQC, we can play a little bit earlier in the day. But I'm trying to get on a better schedule. Going to bed at 3:30 in the morning is a good schedule. But it's not 5. And the truth is, once I actually wind down, it'll be like 4:30, and I'll be like, oh my God, why did I play so much chess tonight? Right? Okay, that's it for tonight. Thank you guys. You have to go to school. All right, man. Thank you guys for joining. SQC, of course, as always. Buck Mud, kicking ass, as always. Samrata, thank you for joining and being in the chat. I think I had a couple other people. If I missed you, then I'm sorry. There was one other person who was in for just a minute. Madav was in here. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, I appreciate you guys for joining and hanging out with me on the chat. It actually makes this a lot cooler. It's the reason I do it. And also thank you to everyone that has subscribed and has watched the videos. Watching the videos when they come out is huge. That really helps the channel. And of course, the subscriptions and all that bullshit. Yeah, that's it. Here's some music. And, I wanted to say thank you once more to the Patreon Pipples. Let me show you them really fast. Let me show you their faces. I'm not going to show their faces, but I will show their names. You too can join the Patreon. James Johnston, Ember Ellaria, and Natalia Cline. It's patreon.com/chesswithbill in the event you're interested. There's also a coffee thing in the event you are interested. Everything helps. Your viewership helps most. Hey, tomorrow, meaning in 12 hours, about 12 hours, we're going to be doing the Geeky Gamer podcast. That is on the Dreadlore YouTube channel. If you type in Dreadlore into YouTube, you'll find it. It's going to be a very interesting podcast with Lucas Zellers. All into gaming. If you're into video games, if you're into tabletop role-playing games, etc., it's going to be a good one. So there's that. And you're going to listen to some Intrepid Adventurers right now. Hope you guys dig it. I will try to be on tomorrow evening. And if you want to play, we can play. If you don't want to play, that's fine. That's fine. You don't have to play. You can watch me lose.